We've spent the past couple of weeks working our way through the Chris Sims Top 40 Quarterback Countdown. Yesterday, we began the final 10, the top 10. Now, look, there are a lot of great quarterbacks in the NFL, and somebody's got to be at the bottom of the top 10. You're still in the top 10. Drew Brees at number 10, Tom Brady at number 9. I got no problem with Brees at 10, Charean. Brady at 9, for me, seems a little bit low. I was looking at the other names that are still out there to be ranked from 1 through 8. I think I would have Brady at number 5. Kurt Warner would disagree both with Sims and me. Kurt Warner, the Hall of Fame quarterback, got a little heated yesterday on Twitter, accusing Chris of basically clickbait by putting Brady and Brees where they are. And I'll tell you this, I know Sims well. He doesn't do things for clickbait. He doesn't do things for attention. He does things and says things because he believes them. And he believes right now Tom Brady belongs at number 9 relative to the other quarterbacks in the NFL. I believe he's wrong, but I believe that he genuinely believes it. Charean, what are your thoughts on Drew Brees at 10 and Tom Brady at number 9?
I have no problem with Drew Brees at 10. I might even have put him at 11 below Carson Wentz. I realize Carson Wentz hasn't had the playoff success, but I do think he has a ton of upside. And we all know that Drew Brees is at the end of his career and didn't look good at the end of last season. I would have put Tom Brady way higher because this is a guy who's an MVP just 2 years ago. And if you want to say Patrick Mahomes is better, okay. Tom Brady beat Patrick Mahomes in the AFC Championship game. And so I don't know how you have Tom Brady as low as what Chris did. I don't think it's clickbait. I know Chris very well as well, and I think this is what he believes, but we can certainly disagree with him, and I think we both disagree with Chris on this one. And I may even disagree with you a little bit because I think he should be in the top 5.
I'd put him at 5. I'd put him at number 5 because some of the other guys still to be unveiled, Cam Newton, Matt Ryan, Deshaun Watson, I would put Brady ahead of each of those. So if you leapfrog 8, 7, and 6, that puts you at 5. That's where I'd put him. I wouldn't put him ahead of Patrick Mahomes. I possibly would put him ahead of Ben Roethlisberger, which would put him up to number 4. But Mahomes, Rodgers, maybe he's third. Maybe he's third after Mahomes and Rodgers. Either way, 9 is way too low. But again, it's not because Chris is trying to create buzz or make a living off of Tom Brady's name. He has a ton of respect for Brady and for what Brady's accomplished. And he would put Brady currently at number 9 in the NFL in comparison to all other quarterbacks. And Charean, I look at it this way. Remember last year they gave Tom Brady that incentive package, 5 different factors, $1 million each, and it was based upon what he had done the prior year. And all he had to do was replicate what he did in 2017, and he would have made the $5 million. He made none of it because it was all based on his performance relative to other quarterbacks, and he was not high enough in any of the categories to earn a single penny of those incentives. Relative to other quarterbacks last year, Brady wasn't as good as he's been. He was still Brady, but other quarterbacks really pushed it to a higher level last year, and Brady didn't follow suit.
No, and I tell you what, you look at the weapons that Brady's had in his career, and he hasn't had some of these weapons that these other quarterbacks have had, and I think that speaks to the greatness of Tom Brady. And there's so many ways we could speak to the greatness of Tom Brady, the greatest quarterback, greatest player in NFL history, and he's still playing at that high level despite not reaching those numbers. I think we all agree he had a really good season in 2018. It wasn't as good as 2017, but it was a really good season. I think everyone expects him to have a really good season in 2019 as well.
Now I've had a chance to think about it a little more. I would put him ahead of Newton, Ryan, Deshaun Watson, and Ben Roethlisberger. That gets him to number 5. The question is he ahead of Andrew Luck to get to 4? I think the 3 that would go ahead of him would be Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson. Can we at least agree on that? Or would you put him ahead of one of those 3?
I'd put him at 3. I'm putting him at number 3. I got him at 3.
Behind who? Behind who?
Rodgers and Mahomes.
Wow. Oh, Russell Wilson not in the top 3, the highest paid player in NFL history, not even in the top 3 of all quarterbacks. Now, there's some clickbait, even though, again, we're not doing it to generate attention. We're saying what we actually believe, and I believe we're out of time for this hour. When we return, a special Friday PFT Live draft based upon Charean Williams helping us out in a pinch. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.